I'm going to give you guys some instructions on operating the hot tub. I'm sure this is one of the many reasons you guys booked your stay here at the Coalmont, our hydrotherapy saltwater hot tub. We are absolutely in love with it. We know you guys will love it too. So when you come, it'll already be unlocked, but you will press these buttons to undo the clips. And then to remove the cover, you pull up on this handle, and then you will lift it again from here, and it goes to the back. Okay. When you get here, it will be set to a temperature of 102. That is the highest that it needs to be for children to enter the hot tub. It does go as high as 104. And to adjust the temperature, all of the settings are over here on this panel. You press Options, Temperature, and this will allow you to raise or lower the temperature. To turn on the sound system, which there are speakers all around the hot tub that you can connect your Bluetooth device to, you go to Audio, make sure it's turned on, and then go to your phone or device and connect it to My Spa BTXR. And then you are good to go. The jets are here. You guys can play around with these settings, but there are a couple different settings. You can turn the lights on over here, and there are different settings to dim them, change the color. We have this handy little guy right here to scoop out anything that might fall into the hot tub while you're in there. The main thing I want to point out is we do not have handles to the steps. So when you are walking up and down the steps, especially in the winter, as you can see, there's ice on it right now, be very, very careful stepping into the hot tub. The cool down bench is right here. It's raised up a little bit higher. That's what you want to step onto when you enter the hot tub for safety. The only other thing I want to mention to you is the chemical levels. When you arrive, the levels will be exactly as they should be. But I want you to keep in mind that this is a salt system, which means that you don't have to regularly add chlorine as you do on regular hot tubs. The salt generates a natural chlorine, which is better for your skin and safer to be in. But it is designed for regular use. So what that means is if you have a large party, you're using it multiple times a day, or you have kids that are getting in and out, you may have to add shock during your stay. So this is the hot tub kit. It is in the laundry room on the very top shelf. What you'll find in here are these test strips. Chlorine kills all the bacteria that might get into the hot tub. So if you test it and there are no chlorine levels, then we can't recommend that you continue using the hot tub without first adding shock. So you grab one of these strips, you put it in the hot tub. This is what you're going to look at. The second one right here, see how it's purple? That is what you want to see. You want it to be one of these shades of purple right here. If it is one of these colors, that means that the salt system could not keep up with the natural generation of chlorine, and you're going to have to add some to supplement. If that happens, all you have to do is grab this little measuring cup and this bottle of shock. Update, we are no longer using liquid shock. In fact, we've adjusted this process slightly to make it all a little bit easier. Everything that you need for the hot tub will now be in this little box over here in the corner. It will no longer be above the washer and dryer. So after you get out of the hot tub, you just open the box, pull out the test strips, test it just like I showed you. Then if you need to add extra chlorine because there was no chlorine detected, you will pull out one of these. It is already measured and ready to go. You will come over to the hot tub, turn the jets on. You will open the lid. You will pour the contents into the hot tub, and you will just let it circulate for about 30 seconds to a minute. Then you can turn it off and you're ready to go. Of course, if you have any questions about any of that, you guys can always message us during your stay. And we hope that you enjoy your time in the hot tub.